Bitcoin. Where are we with Bitcoin today, and what should we expect? I think that we're really struggling to rally. We're really struggling to get above a 4-hour 20 moving average. We're trading sideways, and I think that it's starting to look like an ABC correction again. So if we make an ABC from here, we've had one wave up like this so far, and we should look for a pullback and another leg higher. So if this is, so we're going to go basically A up and then A, B, C down and then another leg higher. So one more leg higher like this, and then a correction, and 6597 or 6,600 should cap us. However, if we do this and we do that 618 thing and we can't make a new high, then the 236 fib is where we get stuck. So a retest of this 236 fib. So that's at 6,400. So we can make some simple rules now about what we're going to do. If we get above 6,400, we'll have a 200 buck rally to 6,600 and a second leg higher. And if we can't, then we're still in a downtrend waiting for a breakdown to sell. If we get above 67.50, which is 50% of the drop that we've made, then we're probably going to be in a much bigger upswing, and we can buy a load more because we can then look for a target at 7,600. So those are going to be the rules. Then you could buy a ton more. But for now, I think rallies are going to be capped 6,400 or 6,600, and we should be looking for another leg lower after this consolidation. And I don't think that this, I really have to say, I don't think that this is going to be gentle. I think that there are going to be a lot of stops underneath these lows for people who've bought tentatively, and we're going to see a flush. 4,300, 4,400. There is some interim support around 5,200, but more likely I think that we see the bigger drop. So that's still where I'm leaning. We've got a short-term long setup above 6,400. Otherwise, we're waiting for this to break down. So what does a sell setup look like? Well, on a 4-hour, if we go red again, if we break down here, like we could very easily see, you know, one sharp red candle lower, any kind of bad news, and we're on our way down again. If we look on an hourly, I think I'm going to put my alarm here. Okay, that's going to be the sell entry. If this breaks down, that will be our sell entry. If we look at this, if we're going to go higher, people are going to be looking at this as a inverted head and shoulders pattern. Okay, and if that's the case, then let's measure the size. So this is this width. So we'll say that's left shoulder. This is right shoulder. So this says that probably resolving this, we resolve this sometime this evening, so later today. And so I think we'll either break down here or we'll break higher, and we'll do that second leg. So yeah, at the time that we're doing our evening update, we should be seeing this triangle break out. So 7 or 8 p.m. this evening UK time. If we break down, if we break below 6,230, we're going to go lower. We're going to retest 6,000, and we might find some stops there. So we need to be a bit careful. We just need to make sure, have we done enough for an ABC? If I measure this like this, yeah, nearly, you know, not quite, but yes, we could very easily later today just roll lower and continue lower and retest that 6,000 level. And, you know, I'm not sure that it's going to go well when we retest it. I'm not seeing that many people stepping up saying they want to buy there. I think the people that want to buy are already long, hoping that it holds. So let's see. I might be wrong. In other news, when I look across at some of the alts and what they're doing, I think that it looks like potentially that is more sign of a bounce. So, for example, in Ethereum dollar, it's pretty clear to me that we've really only had one correction. I'm not sure that this second leg here has done enough. I think that we are due another leg before we continue lower in Ethereum. But, you know, I'm open to it not working either way. If we do see a second leg higher, 212 is resistance in Ethereum. That's the fib level, and that's where our measured move would also end up. So if we do an ABC, 212 is where we get capped, or thereabouts. 210 to 212 is where we get capped in ETH US dollar. So rally back to there, and then either a retest of the lows or continuing lower. 153 is the next fib support in ETH US dollar. So that's the majors. Some of them look all right. So let's talk about what doesn't look too bad. So Monero Bitcoin is holding on, holding above the 20 moving average. We've still got our bullish cross of these daily moving averages. I'm still looking for a rally higher in this one. We've pulled back exactly 50%. So everything in this looks set if we can break to the upside. So if we do stay stable in Bitcoin, we could see an up break to the upside today in Monero. Here's the trend line that I'm looking at. We're just testing it now. Here's our Heikinashi. We just need to see that. We're just going green. Now we need to see a breakout. Now, for me, because we're underneath these moving averages, the 4-hour moving averages are upside down. This is one of those ones where I tend to buy very little, and I wait until we're at least above that 50 moving average before I buy any more. And then I'm very cautious until we get through that 50% level, which would be 1,780,000 Satoshi. Above there, I think that, yeah, happy days. We are in a new leg higher, but until then, this could just be problems and sideways trading. So 1,780,000. I would buy even more Monero, but I would go very carefully until then. And in Monero upside, our target is up here at 2,275,000. That's the 50%. Remember, we've bounced from an 886. We're headed back to the 50%. Our only question is this enough of a pullback for us to keep going higher already, or do we need to do, you know, a bit of ABC before we go higher? If we do, that's the only question. So we might have to do a bit of this, in other words, okay? So prepared is forearmed. If we don't make a new high, we know what's going on, and we'll wait for that extra leg of consolidation before we carry on higher. So that's Monero. Jeff Bammer says, everyone is so bearish, you bet you go up into the CBOE futures expiration on September the 20th, 9 days of up. That's the count you're hoping for. Yeah, you know, we could rally. We could. If this head and shoulders plays out tonight and we rally and we go more than these levels, then we will see another leg higher. Maybe. I can see it. I'm just not going to get too short either way. I'm just not going to get too short either way. That's that's an amazing breakfast. So my mum got taken to hospital. I don't think she's getting a breakfast like that though. Anyway, let's see what let's take a look at Doge, because Doge has pulled back to ideal support to buy. So we'll take a look at what's going on with them. So on the daily in Doge, okay, we had two upside targets. If we go from this high, low to high, and project from here, this is 61.